If you didn't have anything to do, could they put you on house arrest and you'd be okay? Like, would that drive you nuts?
Not really.
No, like if you had everything delivery.
That would make my dreams come true. No. I'd
Agreed.
cook at home. I'd have a gym here. I'd go in my yard. I'd get vitamin D. You're allowed to go out a certain amount of time during the day on house arrest,
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you go shopping. You go fucking here, there. They put a bracelet on you.
Right.
So that's the thing. They know where you're going. So you have to tell them where you're going. They got to be able to call that place and for them to say, yeah, he's here. Hold on. And then you talk to them. Then they hang up the phone. But they know. They know with the bracelet. They know everything.
I've seen videos on Instagram and like they can call you to the bracelet now.
Yeah.
People like pick up their foot and they talk to the bracelet. So you'd be okay, you think? You don't think you'd go nuts?
At this age, no. They've been doing me a fucking favor. Who wants to go out anyway? You ever think about that? Who wants to, if you can make a couple dollars from the house, stay at home, eat fucking fresh eggs every day and cut the grass. It's not bad. It's a good little therapy. It's like going to rehab at your house and really, really enjoying your fucking house. That's how I look at it now at this age. At 24, I would have fucking cut the bracelet off.
Oh, you would have?
Oh, yeah. Been in Harlem jumping up and down. And yeah, it's a different game.
Did they have house arrest?
When they put me on probation, I want you to listen to this.
Okay.
I get to the halfway house. I'm there a day. I don't know what's going on. You have to stay in there for 72 hours until they evaluate you and talk to you. And you have to learn all the rules and shit. You have to train 4 or 5 hours a day. And then they tell you that anywhere you go, I have to give them a number where I'm going. There was no that's a tremendous fart. That's a
yeah, that was a good one.
I switched governments on the protein. Tremendous. I feel a lot better. 3-4 days. Anyway, while I was rudely interrupted by my asshole, fucking. So the rule was if I went to Lee Syatt's house, I would have to put travel time and how long I was going to be there and a number to your house that you could answer that phone and pass it on to me. Okay, that was the rule. And then when I left there, I'd have to call and say, I'm a half hour from home base. I'm coming in now. I stuck to that pretty good, except for getting the calls. I figured out a way that I got a job, and if they called my job, the phone was in the office. I was supposed to be there detailing cars. I wasn't there detailing cars. I had a pager.
Okay.
And they would just page me and go, where you're at. And I could tell them whatever the fuck I want. I'm on the moon. I'm right around the corner.
But the thing I don't understand is you just said you stuck to it pretty well. And then you just said you didn't do any of it.
The second part of it, I called them and told them where I was going, how long I'd be there.
But you just said that you weren't actually there.
No, I was at the pager on. So I would be in the fucking movies and they'd be asking me where I was. And I'm like a 9-watt delivering a car. Okay, call us back when you're in Boulder County.
Yeah,
so I was gone for an hour to deliver. Then once I got there, the guy found the scratch and we had to buff it out. And then we had to drive back and there was traffic. There was an accident on the fucking, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
So, but they could never hold me down unless I was really going to your house or Joe's house or Jimmy Florentine's house. I would say, yeah, I'm going there. And I would play the game on the weekends. But 9 to 5 during the week, suck my dick. I need my freedom. I need my Chinese food. I need my matinees. It was crazily. And I remember at one time you're not allowed to drive at all unless you're level 4.
What level were you?
I was like level 2 because I kept getting in trouble.
Okay.
And one day I'm at a light driving, bumping to music, and one of the counselors pulls up right next to me, guy.
Fuck.
I'm like, I'm going back to prison. I'm done. And I just kept looking the other way. And I prayed, and the good Lord changed that light, and I made the next left. And that night I walked in with fucked up shoes to let her know I was walking all day, and she didn't say a word to me.
What would have happened if they had caught you, like, going to a movie? Like, would you have got sent back to prison?
No, it's like lying. They take away 2 or 3 weekends of privileges, shit like that. You got to clean the latrines, you know.
Okay.
But I still remember being in the halfway house and telling them I was going to Denver to deliver a car and going to eat Chinese food. At that time, I had a little gym. In 1990, 89, I had a gym in the middle of Boulder. It cost me $35 a month. It was a garage. And I hung a bag in there and weights and fucking roller skates, you know, whatever I was doing at the time. But I definitely had a bag and I definitely had like a weight machine, like a bench press. When I was at the halfway house, I figured out a way that I could roll a joint of good weed and take a hit of it 3 days a week and get fucking blasted on that one hit. And they couldn't ever test me positive for it. It was a very low amount, and I would sweat, and I would eat bagels and I would get bagels delivered right in front of those motherfuckers, like poppy seed. And they would go, "You're not allowed to eat those, bro. I'm eating these 3 at a time." You know what I'm saying? I never came up positive doing that. 1 hit, never 2.
Did you get caught when you did 2?
No, but I never even pushed it because I knew. I trained my body to get high off 1 hit. Jesus. I did that for maybe 7 months. It was really insane. Like I could write a book about my 7 or 8 months in the halfway house. That's a complete different movie, complete different book. And at that time, I was total chaos, and that place was in total chaos.
Well, I mean, I can't even imagine, because you must be out it's all of you who are, you know, criminals, and like it must be just mayhem all the time. Is everyone doing this?
Do you remember when we first started the podcast in your apartment? We had one of the guests call in.
Okay.
His name was Alex. Do you remember? Mexican dude called in and said he missed me. We were tight. Okay, I remember a specific night. I was just about to get like married. I was like a week or 2 weeks away from getting married. And I'm selling cars. I'm fucking wholesaling cars. I'm doing everything I can to make money for this wedding. On top of that, I'm slinging a little coke because I'm not doing coke at this time. I'm just slinging a little blow, right? At work, a couple of the guys that are at the other dealerships. One Friday, it's really slow. And this is 1989, Lee. This is like August of 89. It's hot. And my curfew at the halfway house was midnight then, because I was level 4. I was getting furloughs on the weekend. I was just making it happen. I'm rocking and rolling. Everything's going fine. And I got a ½ ounce of some fucking cocaine on me. And I leave it in the car and I go into the strip club that's BYOB. Right? I'll never forget this night. And also there's a Asian chick dancing, fucking just tremendous. She was so tremendous, I ran to the car and got the ½ ounce of coke. I took her for a private dance. And I said, "This is it. Let's fucking snort ourselves to death." And we started going off in there, in this fucking room. I was in that room from probably 8 o'clock to fucking 11. Jeez. I had to straighten up by the time I got to the halfway house at midnight. I'll never forget getting there about a quarter to midnight. And I'm not exaggerating to you. This place housed like, let's say 60 people.
Okay.
I had 6 of them in the windows clapping because they knew I was bringing coke into the fucking halfway house on a Friday and Saturday.
Oh, fuck.
And I'll never forget going upstairs and people knocking on my door. And Alex was my roommate. And Alex would turn the shower on and put shaving cream on and make believe he was shaving all night while he was snorting coke. 6 in the morning, he'd still be in there with the steam, making believe he would just keep putting shaving cream and shaving because the coke would make him go crazy. Fucking hysterical.
And did you have any left after the stripper?
Yeah. And I took it fucking back. I probably did like a quarter with the stripper, and I took 7 grand back to the halfway house, and I sold it within 2 minutes. They were all waiting for me. They all got paid. And for some reason or another, that Monday they gave away UAs. And for the grace of God, I wasn't on that list. But
Was
two
your
of them,
what?
Alex came up positive.
Boy, he was shaving all night. do,
Yeah, but
you think they saw that? They're like, he's fucked up.
I will never in my life forget that night. How it's like when I think about it, like I was in the room hiding. Alex is in the fucking bathroom shaving. And our other roommate, Norton, he was just an old man. He had nothing to do with it. He was just in the living room watching TV, shaking his head, going, they're going to send me back to jail. These guys got coke in here, scales, fucking, it was fucking insanely. It was no rehabilitation whatsoever.
I just can't get over the lack of fear that you have. Like, I'm nervous for you, and it happened in the past.
Dog, addiction has no fear. So always remember that whole addiction thing. And by that time, I was cooking with gas. I had already kidnapped somebody and put him in the trunk of a car. I was already cooking with gas at
I
that
guess
point.
you're right.
Why stop at this point? I had done like 10 months in jail. I didn't touch shit. I came out on, let's say, a Tuesday, and by Thursday, I had already done an A-ball. I'm like, what? Where's my life going? This ain't going to work out.
And
But anyway, to new and other times, let's get this fucking party started, Jack. It's Tuesday, the 14th of May, a beautiful day to be alive. The check-in is brought to you by, you ready for this? Alpha Brain. Listen to me. I've been drinking their pre-workout peach drink. It is tremendous. From time to time, you forget about Alpha Brain, but I'm here. They got a sale going on May 20th to June 2nd, and Alpha Brain is subscription now. So you can either buy the product or get it shipped to you every 90 days, 60 days, bada ba boom. They also got the little brownie bites, and as usual, Alpha Brain is tremendous. You understand me? The black label. That'll get you tip-top magoo. Go to onit.com right now. They got a great selection of nutrition, workout products, gear, supplements. Take a look. Let me know what you think. On top of the 20. Next week, I'll get you another 10 if you put down church. CHURCH. Is that how you spell it, Lee? Look at him. He don't know. I thought he wanted a spelling bee in the Jewish Catholic League.
that's how you spell it. I was on mute.
All right. CHURCH. Put in church and get 10% off your first order. Tell them Uncle Joey sent you. You're going to love the Alpha Brain. You're going into the summer. You want to be tip-top magoo. You don't want to be walking around like you got those virtual sunglasses on. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, go to honor.com, press in church, tell them Joey sent you. And listen, it's getting hot right now. It was getting hot for me the other day, and I forgot I went on fujisports.com. Oh, my God. I got myself the nicest, lightest gi you could ever get yourself. It's summertime. You don't want to have that gear on. Who you fighting, Gladiator? Fuji got the nicest, smoothest, toughest gis out there. They've been around forever. I think Fuji built motorcycles. They built a tower. These people know tough. You understand me? Fuji. Where do I know that name from? Anyway, Fuji Steel. You know me. I like to invest some shekels from time to time. Go to fujisports.com right now. Pick yourself a nice rash guard. They got some great sales on shorts. They're going to blow you away. If you've never been to fujisports.com, you're making a big mistake. So go to Fuji Sports, pick yourself up the Fuji Gi, the natural. It's $1.05 with the discount. You'll be living like a doctor. And it's basic. You don't need nothing, but the summer's coming. They got the ultra light that'll knock your socks off. You understand me? Go to fujisports.com right now. Press in code CHURCH to get 10% off your first order. Listen, I hope it's church. I think it's church, but whatever. It's Tuesday. Light that put that cigarette out and get some orange juice, and let's get this party started. Click it, Lee.
Turn off your TVs. Run for your lives. It's over. They didn't put you on this planet just to give up. If Uncle Joey could do it, I can rule the world. That's what you got to be thinking.
Welcome back to church!
Tuesday morning, bitches. Uncle Joey, Lee Syatt on point, Jack.
It was so good to see you last week, buddy.
Yeah, all right. Tell it to the Marines, all right? No, it was very good to see you. And it was a hell of a fucking week. But I lied to you.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, because I told you I booked you a hospital room and all that shit before you came down.
So what? You didn't have it booked?
I canceled it because I knew I didn't want to kill you. You had a rough enough week. You had a Thursday, a Friday in Philly. If you were going to die, you were going to die in Philly. So you didn't. Nobody killed you down there. There was no shootings at the club.
No one killed me, but I might have needed the dude. I passed out after the podcast. I passed out after we did the podcast at your house Sunday night.
Listen. That was the first night. All bets were off.
I know, but maybe the hospital. When did you cancel the hospital room?
Tuesday. Once I really felt feeling like, I can't do this, keep doing this to this poor kid. But we still went a little crazy Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah, I got fucked. I was fucked up. I got fucked up, I think, every night except for Tuesday because I went to New York. But
Sunday night, when my wife told you to just stay here on the couch, she's like, "You're not going nowhere." We were fucked up, like, and by that time I was sober. You were done. We had both eaten tons of edibles, fucking mushrooms galore. You know, it was just a free fall, and it was great to see you. I was just excited to see you. It was the Lord's Day. Monday, it was a rough day for both of us. I don't know what we did Monday night. Oh, we went for cheeseburgers with Jimmy Florentine.
Oh, yeah. Those were good.
Yeah, we got high. You know, those cheeseburgers were good. The Monday night special over there, the fucking cheeseburger with the beer.
You've been talking about that burger for 3 years, 3.5 years. It seems
I'm
like.
a burger guy.
Right.
But great value. I take my daughter to get burgers at all these Jamoke places, and they're $22, $23 fucking dollars, and it's just a frozen goddamn patty. For these guys to bang me out for $18 for a short rib, you know, they put everything in there, you know.
Oh, and it was fantastic.
I get everything well done. I get that burger medium.
Really?
Did you notice that? I get that medium. There's no reason. The flavor is sensational.
I didn't know you were a well done guy. What's it like? Is it just like a better quality meat?
Listen, I gave up on well done hamburgers a long time ago. They suck dick.
Yeah.
You're just killing yourself to live. They got to be medium rare. And when you eat a burger like that, that's that high quality and that flavorful, there's no need for anything. You just cook that motherfucker. You want a little bit of blood for flavor. And the only thing that was missing that night, it was a fucking cerveza fria. Coño, a nice cold beer, and they give you a frosted mug over there.
Oh shit! Yeah, that place was. I love going out to eat with Mercy. Like we were at another place, and you were telling me that like Mercy has rules. Like she only likes certain servers at certain places. Mercy's so fucking funny, and she's so old.
Old dog. She's an old 14. She's just talking to me about going to a concert. Now, let me tell you something. She likes this girl.
Okay.
Melanie Martinez. Okay. She's having a hard time finding a friend to go to this concert because nobody really knows who she is.
Oh, the performer? Okay.
These girls are still listening to Olivia Rodrigo or some shit. So I guess I'm going to take it to the garden. I'm getting banged out to go to the garden with one of our girlfriends.
Nice.
We're trying to find the girlfriend's mother so we could verify everything with the mother, let her know she's going to the fucking city. They just punched Steve Buscemi in the head, you know. They'll do anything over there now. I just want everybody to know where they're at.
Right. Oh, yeah, of course. And when's this?
I think June something. I'm not sure.
That's exciting.
I got a friend that's a cop, a retired cop, and he has a car business.
Oh, cool.
I called him, and he goes, yeah. And the price is perfect. It's like an Uber. And he likes me. I like him. I'll bring him a little present. And everybody's fucking happy.
That's all. It was great. Yeah, it was great to see her.
I leave, I'll fucking call him, meet me on the corner. And that's how you do it. Listen, man, the days of walking to the garden and walking back and having a great time and leaving there hammered, you got to pay attention now in any fucking metropolitan city. You know, and this is, I'm an old man. I'm telling you that it's real out there.
Especially for like a sports, like when I was in New York last Tuesday, and I was taking the train back from Penn Station, where the Garden is, at like midnight, and it was right after the Rangers had won, and they
Oh,
were
man,
going crazy.
crazy. And they're drunk and they'll hit you with a fucking hockey stick. They don't give a Frenchman's fuck. Those Ranger games, oh my God. Going to see those as an adult is like I was when I was a child and I go to a Bruce Lee movie. As soon as I left there, I want to stab a motherfucker with a new chuck.
Oh yeah.
And I had to settle on boxes from the fruit market. I'd kick it and punch it and throw flying sidekicks because the energy was too much. When you go to a hockey game, that's one thing. When you go to a fucking Ranger game with those animals and you're close to the ice and you need a hooded sweatshirt and people are yelling, I can't watch hockey on TV. Live, I'm jumping up and down with gloves and the whole thing. But on TV, it just doesn't work for me.
Well, I never knew you liked hockey at all.
As a kid, I liked hockey a little bit more until somebody threw me into a fucking car playing hockey on the street. I don't need that aggravation. I like my show. You know, this is when Cadillacs were Cadillacs. Like a 70, I don't know what it was, like a 73 or 72. This had to be, I was probably 14, 13, 7th grade the second time when I got left back. 7th grade, part 2. And I went and got those. They used to have these hockey sneakers from Tom McCann.
Okay.
Very cool. NHL sneakers for street hockey.
Right.
And I went and got a pair of those, and my friends taught me how to play on the street. And one day, one of them checked me, and it was one of those Cadillacs, those 73 Cadillacs. You might as well fucking shoot yourself. I landed on my shoulder on that fucking Cadillac. I remember I heard something go, and I was like, that's it. I don't need to be no fucking hockey player. Where's the shoulder pads?
Oh, you were tired from hockey that day?
And about a week later, one of the kids, his head went through a fucking, like the glass of the car.
A window, yeah. Jesus Christ.
Not the windshield, the back. One of the windows on the side. I don't think his head went through the glass. I think he banged it. The thing cracked up, and he got a few stitches. And today he's not doing too well. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of which, we were talking before the podcast, and you were telling me about this guy that you used to mess with at a bar. And I was like, I need to talk about this on the podcast because I don't remember hearing about this guy.
His name was Johnny Reid.
Okay.
You know what? I've been very negligent the last 4 years. I haven't asked anybody. There's somebody I know right now that I could call and ask him, where is Johnny Reid? And Johnny Reid was a character. I never met him before. When I came back from Colorado, he was hanging out at the Midtown Lounge in North Bergen.
Okay.
And the word was he tried to kill himself. He jumped off the building, but he landed in a dumpster instead and just like fractured his skull. And he was never the same. So he went on disability, and he basically got his disability check and give it to the bartender, and they tell him when the money was over. It would take about 3 weeks. Then he'd hang around the bar like a fucking spider looking for people to buy him drinks. You know, I met him, I don't know, maybe May of 83. And by June and July, I was seeing him a lot more, but I was seeing him at night. When I'd be driving home from doing coke with my friends, I'd see him on the street walking, talking to himself, throwing little punches and shit. So I asked my friends, what's up with this guy? And they're like, he's fucking out of his mind. I'm telling you, he tried to ice himself. And people used to bust his balls. But when Johnny was sober, which was for 2 or 3 hours a day, he was pretty fucking cool. You could see that he was a good guy. I don't know. One night we're in the Midtown and Johnny's in there talking to himself. And I took him into the bathroom. I gave him a blast of coke, you know. And he started making little duck noises and shit. And dog, he was throwing punches, arguing with the fucking phone. You know, it was, you know, and I didn't know he was on fucking wackadoo medication. Between the cocaine from the Colombian and the wackadoo medication, it just put him over the top. And I'd see him, you know. And then I remember going into the city to cop coke at 7 in the morning, and I'd see Johnny walking over the bridge, throwing fucking left hooks and stuff like that. But one time, he was at the Midtown in the afternoon, and he wouldn't shut the fuck up. He was having a conversation with himself at the bar. And he went to the bathroom. And I don't know if you're aware of this. Bathrooms in Jersey, for a bar, they lock on the outside.
I did not know that.
It was just a little bar that you put like this. So this had to be like 4:30. and I locked him in the men's bathroom. And then we started talking, one thing to another. We left.
Oh no.
I came back at 8:00 to meet somebody, and I go to the bathroom. The bathroom's still closed. I open the bathroom, and there's Johnny in the bathroom. I go, Johnny, what's going on? He's like, I don't know. I haven't any of You just been in here.
For 4 hours.
And then one night we were there fucking getting hammered, and there's Johnny again. And somebody said, why don't you put your balls on the stool next to him and see how he reacts? So I went over, I told him how nice his hair looked, because he had like a scar on his head, the fucking hair. And when he landed in the dumpster, and I got the drink to schmooze up to him, I'm talking to him, and there's a bench and him, like a stool, and him, and I'm on this stool. And I stand up and I put my balls and my dick on the bench. And I go, Johnny, take a look at this. I'll never forget. He just looked down. He goes, wow. And that was it. That was my Johnny Reid story. But I got to ask what happened to him, and I'll find out for the next episode of the check-in. Where's John Reid? Listen, he's dead.
You think so?
Oh, that dude died. I mean, in 83, he had to be 50. He looked just like Red Buttons when we were kids,
And he had a huge scar on his head?
Yeah, from where he landed in the dumpster. It was something that you couldn't even, when I think about it now, I just giggle.
Yeah.
I wish
what
I
else
had
are you going to do?
Johnny stories, but I'll call around. I know somebody who exactly would know what happened to Johnny Reid. I'll give him a call tomorrow.
Oh, that's awesome.
Last week was a very good education for everybody that went to the dojo. It was good for me. I learned a ton those 2 nights.
Mm-hmm.
I get to watch you, and you were just completely different than what I thought you were going to be.
Oh, thanks.
The first night I listened, and the second night I watched. That's how I do it.
Okay. What
was a lot better than the first night.
Yeah.
You were very funny. Your stage presence was good. And it took me 2 or 3 days to go, wow, that was great. Steve was great. Danny was fucking always good. I like the place. I like the dojo comedy a lot, I don't know. I got to figure something out for the summer. See what my schedule's going to be like. I don't fucking know. I'm going to be busy.
Right.
I'm putting together an edible company. The edibles you tasted.
They were great. I had 2 different flavors.
Watermelon, the cherry, and the fucking pancake.
And that tasted exactly like syrup. It was crazy.
I didn't believe it. People said that's like their number 1 flavor. And I was like, I don't know. It is a good one for chubby dudes. Dudes, pancakes, dog. So it is a good idea. Those edibles are really fucking good.
Oh,
fuck out of me. And I'm not the type. I'll tell you exactly what I feel. How I know, when you take 60, it looks like you take 100.
Nice. Yeah, that was what I took the first night.
The second night the first night you took those and a fucking ABX.
Right. Oh yeah.
Like a fucking soldier. You understand me? You took no fucking prisoners the first night. You gave 0 fucks. I commend you, but there was only one problem. I got sexual desires. The problem is I can't fulfill them. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay. I don't know where you're going with this.
Well, what I mean to tell you is that I had big numbers in my head for last week, but those days are gone. I could do edibles like 4 fucking nights. And it's funny. You see me eat the chocolates and the fucking thing. Like, there's no control with Uncle Joey. When I want an edible, I'm going in.
Right.
It was very interesting what happened Saturday. My daughter had a doubleheader.
Okay.
I don't like going there smelling weed. It's just not polite. It's not right. Every once in a while after the game, there's a fucking joint in my car. I get out. I drive a little bit, get out and smoke it for the drive home. Sometimes I got to do it before the game ends because she usually rides home with me.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyway,
It was edibles on Saturday night.
edibles on Saturday. So before I left to the softball game at 1:00, I had an entire chocolate malt bar
Jesus.
that I got from my man at the Dojo of Comedy. I ate the whole thing. It's 225 milligrams. What's the worst that could happen? And then I took a couple bites of the fucking mushroom cap, right? I got to the game. The mushrooms were wrestling with the edible for a little while,
Mm-hmm.
but the fucking edible won.
And what happened?
Yeah,
And
I was.
Jesus Christ.
I wish I could cup this and sell it to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, these farts are really good tonight. They're not abusive. They're not too aggressive. They're not. They're fruity. It's nutty.
How much would you sell a fart for?
Ten a fucking bottle of fart, so you could just take it home and dose somebody with it. Because
Dude,
I suspect the fart's got to get a lot stronger in that bottle.
Yeah, that's the
By the
problem.
time you get it overnight, that motherfucker's ready to blow. You take that to the office, open it up under the enemy's fucking desk, and watch the flies start falling down.
Yeah, fuck stink bombs.
I'm gonna tell you what the biggest issue of my life right now is.
Okay.
I don't know if you were here to hear the conversation in the house. We got a raccoon.
I don't think so.
No, we got a raccoon.
No, I don't think I heard the story.
Okay, about 2 weeks ago, I get home. My wife's like, oh, there was this noise in the backyard. And I fucking went out there, and I thought somebody was hiding behind the tree. And then I saw the eyes. It was a raccoon. And then our garbage started fucking up.
Really?
This fuck is big and strong. It's a mom because it comes out in the daytime, like at 7, 6, and it's still daylight out. So it's got to be a mom. She's been around for like 2 weeks. I put 2 bricks in the thing. I can't kill her. It's not my type. I just want to let her know that, like, I put a pair of old sneakers in there. Hopefully she'd smell the fungi toenail and that would set her loose.
Oh, she's gonna love it. That's why she keeps coming back.
Then my dishwasher broke, so I got to wait till June something for them to come get it. The town
Really?
to get it. Yeah, the town gets it once a month or something like that. And this motherfucking bear opened it up. Like, the fucking raccoon keeps opening it and opening it, ripping it open and going in there. He crawls in there.
Oh
So I
no.
put a piece of old nicotine gum in there. Maybe he'll eat that and fucking lose his mind. Something, you know?
Just throw an ABX in there.
I don't want to get him fucked up like that, but it's not a bad idea.
No, he'll be asleep.
He'll be asleep for a while. That's stronger than the shit that the fucking Department of Park shoots in you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get a little arrow and I put 2 of those, 400 milligrams. Then I could call them and they could put them somewhere else. But you got to take them fucking to another state. They'll come back.
Yeah, you could take him to Boston with 400 milligrams.
Yeah, but then he's going to bother you. He knows you're my cousin in life, so he's going to come bother you. You know what I'm saying? I don't need him bothering you.
The
You know, like,
raccoons and I have an understanding.
I could just imagine. You and a lot of things have an understanding. Anyway,
But yeah, that was a great couple of days. And yeah, Friday was, everyone had good shows, but I didn't have my favorite show. And then Saturday was really fun. It was just cool to see, like, to be with you and Steve. Like, it felt like just driving to the ice house again. It was just fun to do that.
like I said, I'm not enjoying Jersey comedy as much because I got to go walk into these places by myself.
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm around Tony and Austin or Brian Simpson or Ari or Rogan, that's when I do my best work because they kind of motivate you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah. Like, I'm going down there in 2 weeks and I'm dreading following Shane. And I know they're going to throw me to the wolves one night. And you got to follow Shane. I'm not going to complain. You follow whoever the fuck they throw at you.
Yeah.
That's the type of place it is that you have to go up there and really push. And I'm used to that. I don't mind looking at somebody going, how am I going to follow that? What the
you like it seems like.
I should just get in the car right now. No, I'm like every other human being. I got feelings, I got emotions, and one of them is fear. You know, I
Wow.
don't want to go up there and die at the comedy store or at the stand or at the cellar. That's, because I'm not worried about the clients. It's the comics in the back that are going to go do podcasts and go, Joey walked in here last night. Boy, was it not bueno. So,
Really?
yeah, when you go to those places, you got to already do 2 sets. Hopefully, one of those sets you bomb. So you go in there fresh but always remember the best time is to bomb is when you bombed earlier. So that works against you too sometimes. So,
Oh fuck! I was nervous about following you because it was an interesting show because you hosted it. You basically like hosted it and like would do time in between the other comics, and it was an awesome show. But I was nervous about going up after you.
one of the best times in my life, as poor as I was, broke, addicted, was my Sunday night hostings at the store. I hated the open mic because that's 3 minutes. That's a lot of calories. My knees would hurt.
Going up and down the stage.
Yeah, I don't mind putting somebody up that's going to do 2 hours. That means I go fucking smoke and toke and fucking, just every 3 minutes shit. You got to sit right there. After a while, you don't even want to go up the stairs. That's tough. But where I learned how to come up with material, good material in front of a good audience was by hosting.
Right.
Like I told you, I worked really hard to be a good host. And I love going out there first, getting it out of the way, getting them excited. Right. I just need 10 minutes to get them excited.
And you did. It was crazy to see. We took them from like 0 because a lot of people hate going up first.
30 years, you got to go. Sometimes I don't know. I wanted it to be perfect and I wanted to get the most out of my set and the most out of your guys' set. You all followed me, no problems. It's not like I buried the room. I was a gentleman up there as a host. I just wanted to keep the show going. And sometimes that's the most important thing. And that's why a lot of people just don't understand, especially club owners. It costs you $150 to make a difference with a host. I'd rather go, listen, I don't have a feature spot for you this week, Lee, but I could use a strong host, brother.
Right.
You know what? Bring this guy up and do 10 in between. Just make the announcements at the end of the night. I'll pay you a little extra to come in here. But when I go to a comedy show to see fucking Joe Rogan and the fucking host is mumbling through his words, that just sets the tone. I want everybody to fucking be good.
Right, yeah.
Listen, it was $25. I wanted everybody to get that. I wanted everybody to get $30 worth out of that show.
Oh, and yeah, I think they definitely did.
In this day of bullshit and fucking, it really is crazy when you look at things and you see what you're paying for. I went to the weed store the other day. What am I going to do with my receipts? Send them to Uncle Sam. Bring them home. And sometimes I look at them. And and this is not the weed store's fault. But we're banging out. You're getting banged out with 4 different taxes when you buy weed around here.
Do you have medical or are you recreational?
I'm recreational, Tarzan.
Oh, okay, get a medical card.
For what? To be in the files? They already know about me. They got to get me money to be medical.
You're in the files.
I'm a high draft choice. They got to be me with a good deal.
Okay.
What am I going to say? I got amphibio. I got some disease.
No, you said the same thing you said in LA.
I don't even know. I told them I got problems.
That's all you need to say.
What kind of problems? I hear Chinese people at night. Sold.
That's it. Trust me.
Sing. They fucking dance in my living room.
Yeah, the recreational is crazy expensive.
Now, did you see what my plan was? Did you see how it started latching since January?
Okay, yeah.
Listen, I was getting the first time my picture came up at a company mothership, whatever the fuck, Instagram.
Okay.
I got 16 to 17 offers the next day.
Oh, did you stand up?
I could have been a Gavon Lee and said, yeah, give me all the local ones. I got 15 minutes. I'll dazzle them with bullshit. Fuck you. I'm gonna fuck, and everybody got pissed off at me. Everybody was like, "Well, are you ever gonna act on this?" Listen, there's a time and a place for everything. I'm in no rush now. This is a methodical type fucking move. I just want to get better. I want to get my
Right.
cooking skills going. You know, it takes time to get that flow going and going, ba, ba, ba. It takes time. Obviously, I try to do the best I can. I have a family now. Everybody's older. You know, Papa got to go to bed early. I can't be lurking the streets of New York at 1 a.m. hustling the spot. Those days are over with. But, you know, I do my best. I try to write every day. I actually get up now at night and write the joke down. I put, because usually the fucking notebook is 2 miles from you. So you know what I did? I started putting a little pad in my bathroom.
Oh
I go,
shit!
lock the door, and I fucking turn the light on. The fart fan comes on, and I write the joke in the middle of the night. I got sick and tired of fucking,
Forgetting him.
forgetting them or saying, now I got to remember that in the morning. 30 years it took me to come up with that idea. How
Just have a
fucking
little notepad.
30 years of throwing out jokes that you fucking got to take your sleep apnea mask off because you're laughing so hard. 30 years. Well, I got the machine about 20 years now, 21 years.
Have you really?
Yeah, I got that 2002. 2002, 2003 was when everything blew up.
Wow.
Because I had the sleep apnea machine when I did The Longest Yard.
I had no idea it had been 20 years.
I
But
still got
that's
that machine. Next time you come down, I'm going to put it on for you. I
okay.
want you to feel the pressure that was going into my lungs at first.
Oh wow. Oh, and do you not use it anymore?
No, because I graduated. I lost 100 pounds.
Okay.
Started working on my cardio and everything. And so now I'm on a flex machine.
I didn't know that.
So I'm cooking with gas now from like maybe 9.8 to 12 something on high nights when I'm not hydrated and shit like that. So that's very interesting that I dropped that. It's a flex. It goes with you. So if I lose weight, the machine blows less smoke up your ass. If I gain weight, you know what I'm saying? Vice versa. I'm not explaining myself right. Plus, I got 1,200 in me tonight.
Jesus
Monday
Christ.
night. Take a chance. Columbus did, motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? It's May, Jack.
I love it. I'm excited for the edibles. I need to do a better job of the sleep thing because I was looking at some of the pictures from the dojo, and my fucking under my eyes were so puffy.
How the fuck did you stay up to midnight Sunday night?
I don't know.
This shit's got to end.
I fight
This
it.
is a
Yeah.
lifestyle. This is a lifestyle, and there's a system to it. And the system is, as a headliner, as a feature, you have a perfect opportunity. You don't have children. You don't have no responsibilities. You
Right.
have a girlfriend, and she has children. When you do a 6-hour drive, I don't want you doing nothing. That's when you should have gave mom the extra card with a fucking pass to go eat with her. You go home, you take your clothes out of the suitcase, you throw it in the laundry,
Right. I didn't do any of that.
you run upstairs, you take your clothes off to take a shower, and all of a sudden, the biggest shit's going to come to your ass because now you're home in front of your toilet. Your asshole wants to be close to your toilet. On the road, it just subsides. It drops little nuggets from time to time. But you're stuffed up by the time you get home on Sunday. Trust me.
Oh yeah.
When your asshole sees the toilet, you're going to dump a load that you're going to go, wow, I feel a lot better. That's the edibles and the mushrooms and the pizza and the whole fucking deal. Then you take a shower. You go downstairs. You put the phone on fucking fuck you. And you put the TV on with a notebook next to you. Don't make the mistake I made. And write what you learned while you're watching TV. Get a joint. Everybody knows you're taking a nap. I'll call you when I wake up.
Yeah.
That's the first nap. Then you get up, comb your hair, eat something, and then you do what you got to do. Unless they're paying you on a Sunday night, you're not leaving the house to go do comedy. You just came back. They're giving you a nickel. I'll show up.
I've actually like kind of been expecting to get sick almost. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, you're not going to get sick. You're gaining weight. And this is a lot of weight on you. The number one it's all in the mixture. It's not just eating cheeseburgers. That's bullshit. You start sleeping 8, 7.5 hours a night. You wake up in the morning, you feel thinner. Your body processed a bunch of shit. That's why apples at night, you get up in the morning, do a bong hit. That fucking thing comes out of your ass like it's dying to get out, like a prisoner with a life sentence, Jack. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I don't remember the last time I got 7, to be honest.
And it took me a long time to learn these things. I'm not just telling you because somebody told me. I mean, when we were in Austin last time, we were talking about Ari and I, how we used to get off the Rogan Road. He'd go to his hotel room at 1, and we'd stay up in the hotel lobby till about 4:30, go up, take showers, and we'd be ready for the car at 5:30 in the morning. That was, and then I gained weight. You didn't sleep. That shit you ate at the club is just running through your body. Now your blood pressure's up. Now you got to get on a plane, land, get your luggage. That's all stressful. You got to walk to your car, and the fucking windshield wiper broke. You know, you might have a flat, or sometimes you're out of LAX in 2 minutes. But when you get home, that's your temple on Sunday morning. That's when you go review what just fucking happened. What did I just learn? Why didn't I do well on Friday? And why did I do well on Thursday? I don't want you to rack your brain. You're just putting this out there to your system while you're watching TV, smoking a number. Maybe your mom left you a potato pancake with applesauce. And right to the nice. 2 hours. You get up 2.5 hours later. You feel like a new fucking man. Now you're ready to tackle Monday. If not, you're dragging that spirit into fucking Monday. But real quick, we're going to take a breather and talk about something new and exciting from DraftKings. I'll be back in 30 seconds. It's always a pleasure working with DraftKings, one of my favorites. Now listen, if you like making little over and under bets, you're going to love the Pick Six. It's a new fantasy game from DraftKings, an official partner of the NBA. Here's how to get into the action during the NBA playoffs. It's easy. Select 2 to 6 players and place bets on whether they'll have more or less of a certain stat. That's it. For instance, maybe you think someone will score less than 10 points or have more than 3 rebounds. Then watch the game, jump up and down, and see how things play out. Play against others for a shot to win big cash prizes. Listen, I'm not a big fantasy guy, but this new 2 to 6 is tremendous. The Pick Six is tremendous. You watch the game, you have some fun, you talk to your friends, you know what I'm saying? What are you betting? Come on. It's time to get in on the action. NBA's almost over. Download the new DraftKings Pick Six app right now. Pressing code Joey for a shot at huge cash prizes. That's code Joey only on DraftKings Pick Six, where the crown is yours. So let's get this party started. Now, back to the check-in. We're back, bitches. DraftKings, have a great time. Probably sitting there thinking to yourself, what does Joey have on his nose? He's not usually a costume guy. I'll tell you what they are. I'll give you a hint. Boom. Boom. Look at these motherfuckers right here. Fresh.
Jesus.
From the batch of death. Ooh, Lordy. Ooh.
But how big are those?
Hold on. Let me go get the measuring stick. I don't fucking know. That's how big they are. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus Christ. I have to do honey. I can't believe you just do it.
I have to do honey. Yeah, I know. Because they taste like fucking death.
I know they do.
No. They don't taste like that. Look at this fucking thing I'm about to eat. This looks like a scab off an Iranian's leg. Look at this. Where is it?
Oh my God.
Bon voyage. Chicken teriyaki. And this is the one I'm saving for you.
Which one? Oh,
I don't want to get out of the car. Yeah,
you click it, put a fucking dollar on it or a burger at the end of it. That's crazy. That's huge. That's a hook.
that's a hook.
I can't believe you just did that.
What's that?
You don't know how much you ate. You're just eating mushrooms. Like, I'd be up all night.
Why live your life waiting? I'm gonna sit here with a scale like Johnny fucking vicariously. This is what the problem with America is today. These young kids have no fucking idea. They want everything measured out. How many milligrams? Listen, give me the biggest, baddest fucking edible you got. I'll eat the whole fucking bag. You know, and then if you wake up in the hospital and you're alive, there you go. Nothing happened. You lost your wallet, you know.
Who cares? That's crazy.
Yes, but at least you got an adventure. You didn't just eat 10 milligrams and take your phone out and tape and think that's the best thing you've ever seen. First of all, why is your phone on? I don't know much about nothing, but I do know that if I send a couple emails and I fucking get a few calls, my phone's half charged. And you want to be Dino De Laurentiis taping a fucking segment at a concert where you should be sitting there eating mushrooms, eating edibles, inhaling the whole fucking experience and feeling what's going on. You're too busy taping something that who you going to show? You think I give a fuck? If you come up to your phone, look where I sat. Who gives a fuck? You should have fell. You paid $9,000 for that ticket. You know, you had to sell your wig. You want to tell me that you sat at home and fucking did to its ass and listened to the album. It was a lot better than sitting next to stinky people, a bunch of people that don't even know what's going on. They've listened to one Stones album and they show up at these things and pay $900 or $1,000 to tell their friends how cool they are. Give me a fucking breather. This is how cool you are. Mm.
Oh, geez. I can taste it. Fuck.
Yeah, out there.
Jesus Christ, Joey. And you know, fucking, I would be up all night now.
Who cares?
Seeing shit. No, I like it.
Listen, life ain't life unless you see shit from time to time. I think people get dementia. You think they finally they go, you know what? I'm sick of this shit. I'm gonna start forgetting shit.
Oh,
I don't want to
help. No, why would you?
What's that?
I said, why would you? I'd love to forget.
Yeah. Some people one day when they turn 68, they don't know nothing no more. And they don't want to know nothing.
That's wild.
And they get pissed because they're alive. Like, what the fuck? I don't want to know nothing. I'm still watching the same Animal Planet. The fucking monkey chasing the dog. You know, I need this in my life. I might as well make believe I don't know nothing. And fucking they'll throw me somewhere and they give me roller skates till I fall on my face and it's over. Fuck my wife getting the house. I'm going to the top-notch fucking place. They rub your feet. They got Asian fucking nurses.
Oh, that'd be great to be. Well, retired is different than it sounds like you're talking about like a nursing home. But to be like a retirement community, that'd be fun.
And all these fucking idiots, they all retired like, you know, Florida and shit to die. If I had the money, dog, I wouldn't buy a house in Florida.
No?
I'd retire in one of these tiki lounge fucking towns.
Like
Get in a lounge. Huh?
Like where? With the tiki lounge?
I don't know. People want to get their balls lit on fire. Move to the Philippines. Get a summer house. Face the typhoons. Wear one of those schmucks. Eat lumpia and eat Filipino food from the street. Build your tolerance.
I had no idea.
Why? Every night in the Philippines for the small 20.
Yeah.
And if you got a disease, who cares? You go to the doctor, they shoot you with that Philippine fucking jungle juice, and you're fine within 3 days. You're tap dancing. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
What's
is
crazy?
that where you'd go? You'd going to the.
I get scared of all that shit. I don't want to die with a dick disease or a scab.
Well, why do I want to die with a dick disease?
Because you got nothing going on right now. You might as well go to, I didn't even say you.
But you're saying if you had the money,
I would retire there, but I would retire for a different situation there. I'm too old. I don't want nobody to see my nuts at this age. It's over. The curtain's closed. I don't care how much I can pay you. I'm not going to pull a Trump and give you 50 grand and keep your mouth shut. Because after you see my balls, you're not going to tell nobody. You're going to go into the witness relocation yourself. You're going to call the FBI and go, listen, I seen something I shouldn't have seen. I don't want to talk about it till you put me in a different fucking country.
Holy, is that bad? How many times would they have to see it to have that happen? Or first time?
One time when you see, listen, being uncircumcised is cool when you're 20, 18, 30. Once you get to be 60, it's not cool no more. It looks like something to give you resuscitation in your nose. Like you put one of the tubes in your nose, and I don't even know.
One of the tubes.
Well, whatever. I don't even know what I'm saying.
That's, oh my God.
My balls, my flabby ass. I
So
work
what
out
would you do in the
a
Philippines?
week. I ride a bike all the time. I got flab on my legs. It's like a chick that eats cheesecake all the time. I got that little cellulite behind my thigh. You can't see it till you put the suntan loose juice on.
Oh, do you think maybe you're just losing weight and you have like loose skin?
A little bit of both. But still, I don't need that in my life.
I still can't believe I fucking passed out at your house.
Passed out. You had a water bottle in your hand and your shoulder was dropping with the like the water bottle was dragging you down like you were fucking. I'm like, look at this. What the fuck is? Then when you woke up, you ate the pizza in the middle of the night. That pizza, crispy pizza, does it again. He even fucking delivered that night, and they came with extra shit.
They delivered it.
Oh no, my wife picked it up.
I was gonna say, but that was
they get the spin wheels and the fucking Sicilian.
I couldn't even handle that. I had one slice.
I had one slice, and I'm like, this pizza is too fucking good. The plain cheese, it wasn't even extra cheese.
No,
it was brilliant.
And then the thing that fucked me up is I passed out, shoes on, clothes on, and I was sitting straight up, and then I don't know if it was you or your wife's idea, but you left the pizza downstairs. And at 4 in the morning,
in the middle of the night. How many dog? I know you're 10 years. I know that you pass out and you get up in the middle of the night, and if there's a pizza there, you're the happiest man in the world, regardless of what happened the night before. It's like God came. It's like that thing. What's the Jewish holiday when you leave the door open and
Passover? Elijah, Jeremiah.
That's like Elijah came back and left me what I really needed. He usually shows up with matzah or pickle. Tonight he showed up strong. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it made it because when you wake up like that, whenever at least when I pass out like that high, I wake up like because I don't know that I was asleep, and I like didn't even know where I was, and I look over and there's a box of pizza, and you had a like a little Halloween thing of candy, and there was some Swedish fish in there, and at 4 in the morning, still pretty high. I didn't even think about going upstairs to microwave it. I just ate it cold. I love cold pizza.
You know, we goof around a lot, you know, and I tell you how happy I am in my life. And I wake up, I know where I am in the morning. Let me tell you something. There's nothing like waking up and you don't know where the fuck you are. And you gotta look around the place and you're like, what the fuck happened? Holy shit, how did I end up here? And there's people eating breakfast and you're meeting their grandparents now and shit. You don't even know how you ended up there. It's horrible, but it's so much fun at the same time. Not know where the fuck you are.
And then I drove to the hotel and I just walked in at like 7:30 in the morning. I made 2 bowls of Frosted Flakes and I went straight to and the woman at the front desk, I think she thought I was stealing breakfast because she kept looking at me. It was that was a rough morning.
Yes, it was. I went through hell that morning. I had to get on a bike. I had to fucking drink water. And I went to jiu-jitsu and sweat out La Mala Leche. And we were ready for round 2 Monday night. Round 2, we had a good night Monday night. Tuesday, you went to Brooklyn. It was like good because I could take a breather tonight. I don't have that fucking 2019 endurance like I did. And then Wednesday, we fucking were pretty good. It was the first show. I think we got, I gave it to you before.
Yeah, I got pretty fucking high.
Me too. And then Thursday night, we got pretty blasted. Friday, you went to Philly. Mm-hmm. I think I ate some shrooms, and then I was good all weekend.
No, really? Nothing? Wow.
You know, man, no, I'm lying to you. I ate the edibles and the mushroom at the softball game. That's what happened.
So it sounds like you do have your 2019 tolerance.
And the Lord's Day, I stayed okay because I knew I was going to see you tonight and I want the edibles to work.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you can take like 2 nights off a week. Everyone needs a weekend.
Listen, if you're not around, I won't do them during the week. I get too nervous.
Oh, I know.
You know what makes me nervous now? Taking them and driving and going somewhere. Can you fucking believe that? Like that was our thing.
Yeah. When do you get nervous? Because you drove all the way to the show and seemed you were fine.
Well, on
Were
the
you
way back,
nervous?
I was seeing streaks, between
Oh
the
yeah.
mushrooms and the fucking those little cap mushrooms I gave you the first night or the
Yeah,
second.
those were weird. They were like tiny.
They were like pimples that got shaved off a fucking donkey's back. They were small. They were red. When you bit into it, it tasted like pus. I didn't
Oh
think about that till the next day. But anyway, who cares? You lived, I lived.
no,
That
it was great.
night home, I saw a few streaks. Like
I could.
lights. When we were going through the tolls, all those lights and shit. I thought it was going into Las Vegas. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, it's the toll.
So that makes you nervous now. That's crazy.
It's been a while. I'm out of practice. I don't have nobody's fucking. I don't have nobody's tire tubes to run over no more. Like every night after the Comedy Store, you run over that guy's fucking thing.
Oh, yeah, that was my favorite. But you don't drop off food anywhere. Like I would think you guys, like in Jersey, you guys would be dropping off food everywhere all the time. Or does everyone just have so much food?
Number one, everybody has too much food. And I got to be honest with you. I've done it a few times, and it's like people aren't that appreciative. So I'm like, fine, I'll save the $20 and bring you fucking something that I left at your door. I know you ate it.
Right.
And you thanked me 2 weeks later on a whim, So I said, fuck it.
Oh yeah, you would drop off like Cuban fried rice at my house.
Everybody,
Oh.
Steve Simone, that was our world. We dropped off food on each other. Like I said, I tried it here a few times. It didn't go over too well.
That's too bad.
Okay. No, hey, you know us, dog. We try to do better than the fucking next guy, So
More food for you. George brought those lobster tails this week again.
Rispoli's and fucking Steve brought stuff from Philadelphia,
Yeah.
Well, those lobster tails, we didn't even finish them. None of us. And I'll tell you the beauty of it. I waited 4 or 5 days and I put them in the garbage to see if the raccoon got that. If he ate one of those old fucking creams, he's got diarrhea. That motherfucker's running around.
He's a raccoon. Of course he does. He's fine. Dude, those are good. It's called Rispoli's. That place is good.
The cream was 4 days old.
Right, I guess you're right.
It wasn't in the refrigerator. She thought I was going to eat it. I kept thinking she was going to eat it. And I looked at her and I go, nobody ate it. She goes, I thought you were saving it for what? I had a half of one. I'm fucking good, man. I used to eat 5 of those.
Oh, yeah.
4 years ago, when I come back, he would bring a box, and I'd eat the whole fucking box.
How can you not?
Dripping that explodes in your face. Rispoli's has been there since Jesus left Chicago, North Jersey. Check them out.
Oh, yeah, it's fucking awesome. And where else did we go to eat? We went somewhere. Oh, yeah. That was the most Joey Diaz thing I've ever seen, because we were just driving to get hot dogs, and then it's like in a dirt driveway next to a field. There's like a random hut, and you just found these people one day.
It's called Nicky's Dogs.
It's so good.
I went up there to do jiu-jitsu, and there was traffic going the one way. So I said, let me see what happens if I go this way. I'll figure it out. I put the GPS on. It was all confused and shit because I was going the other direction. And I saw this truck, man. It had to be, close to 3 years ago. And I went in there one day, and they had, I just got a hot dog with sauerkraut. If you fuck that up, we can't do business. That's American as can be. It was delicious. And then I got a chili dog, and I was blown away. And I must have gotten 4 more dogs that day.
Because they're ready immediately.
It was during COVID. I found them like maybe October of 2019. And they had been shut down for a few days. It was kind of weird. So I didn't see them for a while. And then when I started going to jiu-jitsu up there more, I started going over there in the afternoons. And she had soup in the winter.
Oh, shit.
Not canned soup, like soup with fucking escarole in it and sausage and potato. I mean, it was just delicious for a summer day. So there's nothing better than a fucking
bowl of soup on a winter day. Yeah.
soup, you know. So I kept going up there. And then I didn't see her for a while. And I found out she had knee surgery. So I went up there one day and there she was, man. It was like fucking dream. Listen, I don't eat a lot of sweets. I don't do a lot of that shit. But my cheat, like out of all the things, I thought Carvel was going to be my cheat. Not even close.
Wow.
If I do my 2 workouts a week and my 2 jujitsus, that's my treat.
A hot dog.
I eat that without no guilt. Not a hot dog. 2. One with sauerkraut, one with chili, potato sticks, and raw onions.
I see. I had never had I don't think I ever had a chili dog, and then B, I've never been to a hot dog place with the potato sticks. That was outrageous.
I'll take you to Hank's Frank's up north. There's a place in Newark where they have little boiled potatoes, cooked potatoes. You throw that with the chili with a little bit of onions, forget about it. You just say, give me 12 of them and here's my credit card. Let me know when it's overcharged.
But they were like, because I could probably eat on a normal day, I would say at least 4.
Me
and that's
too.
like but I was like, I had to force myself to have that third one. And even then, but they were really, really, I never had chili. That was good.
I tell people all the time, the chili up there is smoking. My daughter came to me one day. She's like, can we go up there? And I took her, and it was like cloudy. They weren't out. And I go, I didn't know you liked their hot dogs. And she goes, man, the bacon one, Dad. And I go,
one with
really? But bro, because she never asked me for that shit. I just took her up there one day. And then I took you to one of the oldest Carvels that has a drive-through right on the 516, about a mile away, headed back to the house, which is no big deal. I got to drive by that 3 times a week.
I don't know how it's the best corner in food in maybe the nation.
And then Crispy across the street to fucking
that should be illegal, because you could literally probably throw a pizza from Crispy to Carvel. It's just across the street.
You break a window on either side. Let's do that.
And
I'm trying to figure out where Hamas would stand and where the Jews would be. I don't know if they'd be in front of Krispy Kreme or the Crispy Pizza or fucking the Carvel.
I think they'd both be upset at the crispy pizza. They'd have to take out all the pork.
And if I take you 3/4 of a mile down, there's a restaurant called Ponte Vecchio's.
I don't think I've been there.
Everything in time.
You keep hiding shit. It took 4 years
I take you there, you're going to think I'm going to shoot you.
Really?
It's tremendous food, but it's got that weird Italian vibe to it that anybody could just shoot you in the head at any fucking time.
I had no idea.
If I couldn't get the location for The Godfather, I would have used the inside of that. I like the inside of that place. Plus, the food is out of this fucking world. Out of this world.
And
that's a fat man's worst fucking dream. 516, I compare that to Houston, Texas. If you're fat or chubby and you like food, do not, because we still haven't talked about Bagel Boy. We still haven't talked about the Kentucky Fried Chickens down the corner, which I've never even been in that parking lot. I'm just saying, if you're a chubby dude, can you imagine getting a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken and 2 milkshakes, one to drink in the car and one to get home? Woo! You do like 3 or 4 bong hits and you watch like a sporting event or whatever the fuck you're into. I could see somebody going down that fucking hole. And it ain't gonna be me. First off, I don't mix and match. Very seldom do I eat pizza and go to Crispy. If my daughter, I'll take her to Crispy, and then I'll have a ice cream soda. I didn't have a shake. Everybody kept saying it was a shake. It was no shake. It was an ice cream soda, you dumb fuck.
Right.
One of those calories. That's like 1,600 calories in those.
Yeah, that's what Steve and I had. We had black and whites.
They got that coconut milk in there and shit, the coconut fat. That'll clog every pore. That's how I got the fungi toenail. It clogged the pore from blood going into my toenail.
From milkshakes?
Listen, if you believe that one, I'll sell you fucking whatever else you want to sell you. Would you knock it off, Lee?
You like milkshakes? Don't pretend like you never had milkshakes.
I love milkshakes on my bread and butter, dog.
That's what I'm saying. He said that's what
I had 12 milkshakes. Listen to me. I'm Cuban. One of the first flavors I ever had was a banana milkshake with a little Breyers ice cream, old school, with a little bit of milk and a little bit of sugar. It's got to be the perfect banana. I don't like that brown shit. Don't give me the shit you're going to use for banana bread. I see one stain. I don't want it. I want it to be, it just turned yellow that day. I want it hard. They had a fucking blender, crack it open. Let me put the sugar in it to taste. That was my first experience. And then fucking Carvel. And then the diners in New Jersey. Diners in New Jersey, if you went in there and got a shake, your head would blow up.
Would they bring the second glass?
They bring you the thing and the second glass, and it was perfect. Those old women knew how to make a fucking shake, ice cream soda. Go in there now. Nobody speaks the language. Wherever the fuck they came from, they didn't have ice cream. You could tell it. Yeah, it's crazy when you go to a diner now in Jersey. There was a time I go to a diner and get a corn muffin with a vanilla shake or a black and white thin shake. And you go home and sleep like a fucking baby. Everybody has a hard time sleeping because they don't do 2 bong hits and have a milkshake. You want to sleep like a fucking baby? I'm going to tell you what the recipe is. If you're sick and tired of fucking not sleeping, drink a nice milkshake. Switch it up. Breyers ice cream in your house. You don't have to go out and get it. The vanilla bean, a little bit of milk, a little bit of cane sugar, the good shit. Get the fucking light Breyers and add your own sugar. Ba, 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 boom. That vanilla shake late night with 2 bong hits, a 25, 30, 50 milligram edible. Listen, they're not going to wake you up.
No.
Not going to wake you up. I could throw 10 cribs on the floor. They won't wake you up.
The only problem is if you take the edible too early and get high, and then, because sometimes if I take it too early, it'll just keep me up.
The milkshake is right there to save you. And right when it starts to go sour, you lay right down. Next thing you know, you're awake. And it's 7:30 in the morning, and you're like, ooh.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness. You get up, you drink a cold glass of fucking water with a ton of ice cubes, and watch your day boogie, Jack. You slept good. Your body's refreshed. But I'm telling you, when I was a kid, I'd drink a milkshake from Carvel, a chocolate with a vanilla float in it.
Wait.
Come on, dog. What do you think you're dealing with? Joey Bananas?
What did you just say? You had a chocolate milkshake with a vanilla scoop on top of it?
A chocolate milkshake with a vanilla right from the thing on top. And you dip the vanilla ice cream into the chocolate, mix it around and eat it. Lee, when you're a fat fuck, you're a fat fuck. It's in your pedigree.
Okay. I didn't even know you're allowed to put a
scoop of ice cream. I was not a fat fuck. You don't see these kids with the 3 necks now. They're 11 years old.
Yeah.
The reason why I wasn't one of those kids is because I ran in the street so much. I walked hills. I played wiffle ball, my mother's thing. It was a different childhood back then. But every night, 4 nights a week, we walked up 38th Street Hill to Carvel on 39th and Bergen Line. And we'd all get something. And let's be honest, I can lie to you. I used to get like a chocolate shake with a fucking vanilla float. And while I'm waiting, I had an appetizer.
Of course.
So you might as well get a vanilla cone with colored sprinkles and whipped cream. You know, I can drop it like that. Mr. Softy comes up. I got a double cone vanilla chocolate, whipped cream, and sprinkles. That's my go-to. And if there's a long line, perfect. That's my appetizer. Kids are asking stupid questions. It's a strawberry. Go ahead, ask more questions. Now it makes me decide what kind of shake I need, how I'm going to make it from all the questions these dodos asked. That's the small details of the fat man.
That's at a new level. I never even knew you could put a scoop of ice cream on top of a milkshake.
Yeah, they'll float it like a little, and you don't want 8 ounces. You just want 2.
2 ounces of what?
So the shake, it dilutes into the shake. You keep stirring it and licking the spoon. Stirring it and licking the spoon. Come on, dog. And if you really want to be a fat fuck, just do an old school Joey Diaz. 418-pound Joey Diaz, double cone from Carvel, chocolate shake very thin, pull over and dip the cone into the milkshake and make sure it doesn't fall off and eat the thing. That's when you're a professional fat fuck. Any questions?
Impressive. I'm just impressed.
No, if you want to rock, I'll rock with you. I'll give you recipes that'll blow your heart up in 18 fucking months. New York Super Fudge chunk with a fucking Coca-Cola. Ooh. And then at the end, when you drink all the Coke and the ice cream, there's little floaties on the bottom.
I bow down. There's no way I can even compare.
Not because you settle for the low end of the vine. The Oreos, Hershey, Snickers.
Who doesn't like Oreos and Snickers? But I didn't like.
There's more potent stuff.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You want to eat little bombs from fucking Nigeria, or you want to eat the bombs Israel's dropping? You want to get the most for your bang, right?
I do. I want those Israeli bombs.
Yeah. So what do you want to do? You want to run with fucking little firecrackers? No. What are you going to throw? An M80? Whoopee.
And sweets, you don't really. Do you just not eat sweets because like you really can't? Like,
I just have to make choices. Do I want a hot dog or do I want sweets? That day I had a hot dog, and then I went over with you, but it was Thursday.
mm-hmm.
And I took the day off. I think I lifted and rode the bike, and then I met you. I didn't go to jiu-jitsu that day, but I went the next day on Friday.
Right. No, but it just seems like
You caught me because while they were in class, I was doing that Instagram, and they're like, "Come up to class, you fat fuck."
That's. It seems like it's ice cream for you. That seems like it's like that's your thing.
Listen, 20 years ago, I'd be 35 pounds heavier from Carvel right now. I can't believe it myself. And remember, there's one 2 miles from my house.
The one we went to, or a different one?
No, there's a different one. It's college girls. Vanilla ice cream. They got the club soda in the refrigerator. That means I don't want to do that. They don't know how to make an ice cream. So that's why I took you to that Carvel in the daytime, because the owner works there.
Yeah, she was great.
She's been there since the place opened. So if she don't know it, nobody knows it. If she don't exist. If she don't know it, Carvel never fucking made it. The worst thing is going into a place that you grew up on or something that was close to your house, like even a chain. And then you move somewhere completely different and you see that chain and you enter that chain. And after talking to them for 5 minutes, you could tell the people did not know anything before they bought into that chain. It was just an investment for them. And it makes you sick to your stomach because you ate this somewhere else and the people were like, they knew their shit. It's like when I went to Carvel in Beverly Hills, the one on Wilshire Boulevard, wherever it is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was there the second day after it opened. $4.50 for a cone, and they didn't even know what they were doing. It was from some bumfuck state where there was no Carvel, but they moved out there. They bought the rights to it. God bless them. But the Dairy Queen in Sherman Oaks I went up there one day. It was a Dairy Queen / Orange Julius, which I don't mind, but I'm not even going to say what nationality they were. In these people's country, there was no fucking smoothie company, and there was no fucking
ice cream.
Dairy Queen. Why are these people? And they didn't know a thing. Like I wanted to throw off. I go, make me a cherry slushy with vanilla float. And right away, ba-ba-da.
It was like that guy at the donut place that kept asking for chocolate. Well, I don't know why you would test those people, because they don't. It was like Dunkin' Donuts. Do you remember when Dunkin' Donuts came to California?
No.
That was. Oh wow, yeah. It was when I was there. It was probably like 2011, 2012, and it was huge. There were lines down the street.
Yeah, I didn't know. You know what? I didn't even miss Dunkin' Donuts. I lived in LA since '97. And when I went to New Mexico to shoot The Longest Yard, it was like, there's a Dunkin' Donuts here.
Right.
It was everywhere. Like the fucking New Yorkers were there every afternoon. And I went in there too, and it was okay. The coffee's always going to be the coffee. But it was an investment. It wasn't somebody who
loved it.
Grew up eating this shit, or their father left them this, and they took it over. There's some meaning to it. There used to be a Carvel in West New York next to Sal's Pizza Place. When you went in there, the whole family was fat. Everybody tipped the scale at 400 pounds before anybody was 400 pounds. Why? They lived and slept and fucking drank and ate ice cream. They knew every ounce of it. The whipped cream was good. You know, some people take pride in what they do. It's not just a fucking investment. How do we
Right.
get this shit? Eh?
I don't know. When you're talking about all the delicious food we had in Jersey.
Yeah, no, we got to let people know where the fuck we go. If not, you know. But the most important thing we did last week that we both learned was I did this podcast with you, and last January I made a decision to do something. And in those 20 weeks, there was probably 3 weeks that I didn't hit my goal for comedy, you know, writing but
Performing.
you saw the growth, you know, from nothing. I didn't come back out there with old material. It wasn't like I couldn't do that. That's what people did not understand. I lost something in the transition. And when you know, it's like I tell people, yeah, I got a fucked up knee, right? So that means I shouldn't do shit. I shouldn't go to jujitsu. I should just sit on my couch and pray for it to get better on its own. Okay.
Okay.
And I started going to jujitsu, and somewhere along the line, I'm like, you know what? I got to quit this shit because my knee isn't what it used to be. And I go, John Jock Machado is missing a few fingers from something that happened at birth. He was born like that. And he's one of the greatest black belts of all time. You see what your limitations are. You bang out your strengths and you try to do something with your weaknesses so they don't see it. With me, my weakness was the confidence was down. I didn't even know where to fucking regroup again. I was just throwing out ideas. I'm very self-aware that I look like Grandpa from the Munsters. I can't be up there talking about topics to be cool. I got to talk about what really affects me. My fungi toenail, you know, shit, anything. I mean, anything better than what I was talking about. Gay Bob, whatever the fuck I was talking about. So I really I got a couple of years left doing this. I want to get really good again. Do I want to do a tour stadium or be on a roast? Not at all. Not at all. That's what I wanted to do. But I wanted to show you that this is the plan. There's always a plan. And when you first start comedy, you're always in a rush to go nowhere.
Yep.
Because I was. It took me 3 years to understand I was in a rush to go nowhere. And that if I was going to do it, I was going to do this right. So, you know, in 94, I planted and I stuck to that word. I didn't rob these comedy clubs. You know, I was a wild man. If I saw a big envelope of money up to 2,000, I don't know, you know, but I never did. I never showed that weakness of mine. I just kept trying to be funny, and people saw that. And at the end of the day, Lee, that's all that matters, is having a good time, knowing it's not the end of the world, knowing that if you do comedy for a while, there's always going to be that one person that believes in you.
Right.
Or 3 or 4, and that's when my point came from. You could take over a country with 3 or 4 fucking people. They don't even see you coming. They're looking at the other place, and they don't see you over there, but they don't see you coming.
Well, and that's what I was gonna, because, you know, what did it feel like to have the response you did from like the audience? Because they were so happy that you were back.
Listen, between us, I was just, for me that night, it wasn't about killing, as you saw. It was about working out, brother, and having a good time again, and forgetting how many tickets were sold, and you got to add a third show, you know.
Right.
This is it. I just want to keep it funny. I just want to keep it funny. I want to focus on the funny, blah, 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 and that's it. Talk about whatever. I don't have to go up there and tell people how I'm not. That ship's set. Enough with the chit chat, how you woke. Look at it. At the end of the week, what does it matter? Go up there, do your material. If they boo you, you leave. If they boo you, you hit them harder. If they boo you, at least you got a response from them.
Right.
And if they get booed, and you stare at me like I just robbed your mother's house. So I look at this game differently because I've been in it for a longer time. I already done the movies and all that shit. I go back there right now. I already got offers. In fact, when I finish here, I got to call somebody. It's really, crazy how I look at it now, and I wanted to pass that on to you guys. Not that desperation from LA.
Right. And because
That's
like
that's not good for a comic. It's not healthy for a comic. It's a mind fuck for a comic.
and how did it feel to do shows with like hopefully almost none of that?
It's been feeling great. When I go to the mothership or when I go to Uncle Vinny's, there's no promises, no fucking demands. Half these places, I don't even want money. I told
Right.
you, I just go in there for a labor of love, like Rudy Sarzo teamed up with Quiet Riot again. He's on the road at 70 something, doing the best shows he's ever done. He's not making a fraction of what he used to make. And he looks great. All the reviews are fucking phenomenal. People love him. That's a labor of love. He already did everything.
Right.
This is when you go back to your roots. And, I'm having fun doing it. I got nothing to prove. It's like stealing.
Are you still learning stuff?
Every fucking day. Especially when it comes to stand up. Now, I'm learning the approach now. It's a different world. Everybody's got a podcast.
Right.
Now you got to get on a roast. You got to do different things now. So
Okay.
it's really interesting how comedy's changing right in front of us. But again, you have nothing to worry about, and neither do I, because we're just trying to be the funniest that we can. And when you keep it that simple and keep the politics out of it and know where you're at, this is like stealing.
Right. It's like I'm just having so much fun. I don't even know. I mean, the last week was one of the best weeks I've had in comedy.
Listen, man, you do a 6-month tour of just spots. No responsibility. The only thing you got to be on time and to be the best that you can be. And you do that for 6 months, whether it's paid, not paid. This is just something that you do. And see where you're at after 6 months when you don't worry about the world. Like I told you, in Seattle, I didn't have a TV. There was no reason for a fucking TV. I lost contact with a TV from 1995. I love television. How much do I love movies and shit? But I know to be good at what I wanted, there was no time for smoking dope and watching movies. I had already done that for fucking 30 years of my life.
And it worked.
And that focus, that dedication, listen, man, I just worked hard. That's it. I'm no magician. I'm none of that shit. Where you at this week, Cop Liquor?
This week, I got 2 of them. I'm in Somerville tonight, the night this comes out, for a cool show. And then I'm doing at the Union Tavern. And then the 16th to the 18th, I'm at Cap City opening up for Josh Wolf in Austin, Texas.
For Wednesday, you got a gig?
Tuesday, I'm at the Union Tavern in Somerville. And then Thursday through Saturday, I'm in Austin. I haven't been to Austin in a couple years. That was actually the first real set I did, I think, was at Cap City. Danny Brown was there, and you let me do 3 minutes on the show, and like I just stood up against the wall and like right behind the stage, and my legs just shook for like 6 minutes because it was like the first real crowd that I ever did a show in front of. So I'm so excited to go back to Austin.
That was the time you wanted to go to a Chinese buffet.
Listen, it had good reviews.
Oh, this motherfucker. We're in Austin.
You don't think they have Chinese people in Austin?
The home of barbecue, the home of fucking that restaurant we used to go to. Chewy's is there, Papacino's. I mean, there's just so many good restaurants. And this is way before the Rogan landing. This is 2017. This motherfucker, I hit him up and I'm like, what are you doing? He goes, I'm walking. The Uber didn't show up or something. Like, where the fuck are you going?
It was before Uber. I ended up getting a taxi to the barbecue place, but it was before Uber, and they had a good. I love a Chinese place.
Did you eat it?
No, you didn't let me. Well, not that. Yeah. You have to go to barbecue. Yeah. I think we'd already been to barbecue, but I did. I ended up going to a place.
Who goes to Austin to eat Chinese food? Nobody. Mind your business. Go with the essentials. When in Rome, you're not going to go to any fucking, well, I want to be a vegan. No, go fuck yourself. Do that when you're in Boston with your friends down at the cafe trying to be cool. You're in Austin, Texas, bitch.
No one's a vegan there?
No, even I let loose. I get the barbecue. I get the brisket, but I also get a nice piece of turkey to keep it clean. It's smoked. It's delicious. It's high in protein. I'm an old fucking man, but I'm eating those baked beans. I'm eating Gus's fried chicken.
Wow.
I'm not being a good boy. Don't ever think I'm being a good boy. When you got those type of places, you're smoking with one hand, eating with the other. And I got the taco stand right across from the mothership. The bean and cheese tacos. Oh.
But that's the problem. Like that's why like I'm gonna bring food on the road this weekend because like I've been on the road so much. I've been trying all these. Like I had a roast pork sandwich in Philly last weekend, which was amazing. From like the Knicks or something.
So what are you gonna cook in fucking?
I found like those Factor meals that sponsored us. I found something like that, and I got a cooler with some ice packs. I'm gonna try to
Listen, light that cooler on fire. Save the luggage, save the whole thing. Leave those with mom to play solitaire. You're going to Austin, Texas. Eat at the hotel for breakfast. Do your work, and at night, fucking go get barbecue one night. The next night, go get barbecue. And the third night, go get barbecue from 3 different spots. And then do a blog on it.
Yeah.
You think you do? Leeds barbecue in 3 different nights. That's what you're going to eat anyway. What are you going to eat? You're going to eat fucking chicken and broccoli sticks? Fuck you. You see anybody eating chicken and broccoli sticks, you stab them. You understand me?
No, they don't have broccoli at barbecue, thank God.
Right, well, I got to take 2 steps to the rear and get out of here. These animals are starting to kick in. You know what I'm saying?
It was great to talk to you and see you.
It was great to talk to you, and it was great to see you last week. I'm probably foaming from the mouth. That's my nicotine gum. It's always good to see you. It was an adventure. I'm going to be out a couple of nights this week. I'll tweet it out, let you motherfuckers know. And that's it, and that's that. Have a great week. And now for a word from our sponsors, Jack.